I forgot to hit the record on this. We got to start all over again.
Oh, no worries.
All right.
It's Hollywood's. It's not Avenue. It's Vine Street.
Vine Street.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hello, everybody. Kimbro here. I forgot to hit the record. Well, I got the whole thing there, so I'm not really worried about it. But I want to get it on my system here. So Kimbro here, a.k.a. Ref Kimbro, the pod brother, right here at Tom MacNamare's Irish Import on Vine Street in Hollywood, California. And I am super excited to be here. Bill Devlin called me up and says, hey, I'm doing a show. And I was like, can I come down and do my podcast? He's like, yeah, sure, man. Everybody's cool. And come on down. So I'm here right now. I get a couple of interviews, but I thought it would be best to kick it off with the owner of the spot, Tom MacNamare. How you doing, my man?
I'm good. Thanks for asking.
Man, this place is sweet, man. It's very charming. I like how you got the intimate comedy thing set up. When the COVID's over, we're going to be doing some stand-up in here, right?
Oh, please do.
We can do a podcast with the audience as well.
Oh, yeah. Whatever. I'm open to everything. Anything and everything.
Sweet. So you've been here 5 years, from what I understand, and you took it over. Like, what made you want to open a store and call it the Irish Import?
Well, I'm Irish. Everyone in my family was born in Ireland. I was the only one born here in the United States. But I was born 9 months after they got here, so I don't know if I was the last thing they did in Ireland or the first thing they did when they got here. But I like to think I was made in Ireland.
Your concept, the blueprints were in Ireland.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet, man. And you lived in the Bronx as well?
I lived in the Bronx. I lived Broadway and 230th Street.
Okay.
Northwest Bronx. It's Kingsbridge is the area.
Oh, so you was in the thick of it.
Yeah, sometimes.
You got some battle scars to prove what?
A couple.
Yeah, no, I was on 39th and Park in the Bronx, man. I love living in New York. It was really cool. I owned a club on 39th and Park, and I got a chance to work with a lot of guys over the years, and it's cool to come out to LA and see like they're still kicking it, still doing their thing. And Bill Dwyer I met on Last Comic Standing. I was the audience warm up.
Oh, cool.
And that was probably one of the hardest stand-up jobs I ever had to do.
Yeah.
The hardest.
Yeah, they're just sitting there, and you have to take them from just walking in, sitting down to getting excited.
Well, when I audience warmed up for other shows, because it's a game show or a TV show or a theater, I could do my act.
Right.
But for a stand-up show, they don't want you to do any of your material in case it steps on any of the jokes that the comics are doing.
Wow.
So they wanted me to do 100% audience improv and just.
Oh, that's.
And
tough.
I wasn't prepared for, if I had known that 2 weeks before, I would have been prepared.
Yeah.
I could have prepared all kinds of wedding games and dating games and trivia,
right.
and I wouldn't have to do any material. But because they didn't tell me that, I dusted off 4 hours of old jokes that I could recycle and milk, and I always was good with the improv with the audience anyway.
Yeah.
And right before I go to the stage, so no material, just all improv. I was like, what? And
so how long of a notice you got? 5 minutes?
Not even, dude. I was walking out on stage, and they grabbed me and said, "Oh, by the way."
Oh.
And I just what? I mean, you could have told me this weeks ago. I knew I had this gig 4 weeks ago.
Wow.
And so I had to literally do no joke improv for 8 hours.
Oh, that's tough stuff, man.
It was tough, man.
Yeah.
It was tough. It was tough.
Wow.
And I did 4 shows. I did 3 shows I killed, but that first show I kind of ate it because I didn't really know what I was up against.
Yeah, you got a 5-minute warning.
Yeah, but when I came back the other days, the other tapings, then I had it together. So have you ever tried to do any stand-up, or is that?
I did one. I did it. Yes, I used to be. I was a clown with Ringling Brothers, and when I left, I said, "Oh, I'll just go step into being the stand-up comic." And I did 5 minutes, and it was the most horrendous 5 minutes of my life. I tip my hat to anyone who can get up and stand up in front of people and tell jokes.
It's funny. I've never heard my own heart beating in my own head until I was doing stand-up.
Yeah,
and wasn't getting a laugh, and I was like,
Yeah.
"What's that sound?" It's like, that's my own heart.
Oh, I can relate to that, man. It was
And I thought, am I going
crazy.
to have a heart attack? Am I supposed to be hearing my own heart? But, it's a double-edged sword because when you get them and you get the laughs and you get the cheers and the applause breaks, that's when it's like, okay, this is living.
Yeah, in my 5 minutes, I think I had 20 seconds of that, but that 20 seconds was pretty awesome. But the rest of it was just too much. It scarred me for the rest of my life.
But you know what? You got 20 seconds.
Yeah.
There's some people who don't get that and never get that.
Right.
And they've been trying and trying and trying. I mean, I work with a ton of guys. They just don't know what's funny, and they aren't funny, and they don't get any laughs.
Yeah.
And it's painful. It's painful to watch.
Yeah.
So, what's next for you? Like your plans for the Irish import? I see that you've got a pretty cool setup with monitors and computers, and you got cameras and mics and stuff here. What have you done before the COVID, and what are you doing now? And what are some of the plans you have for this spot after we get back to like the new normal?
Well, how much time do we have?
Hey, man, we waiting for the comics to get done, so we got plenty of time.
Right. Okay. Well, we're what we're doing with my nephew Ryan just moved out to California, and he's helping with this. He shares the vision I do about creating a community of people. But technically, we're going to set up so that we can record everything we do here, 4 cameras, and then people can have if they want, they can take their show with them.
That's cool.
Last year we were all set for the annual Hollywood what's it called, the festival, they have
The Fringe, the Hollywood Fringe.
Festival. Yes, thanks. It was our first year we're in, and we were booked up, and we were going to have all these great shows coming in, and of course, and we had Kevin Nealon, who was here tonight, and I thank him for coming back. He was booked the night that the entire country that shut down. He was supposed to show up and be here for that show, but the show got canceled because of the COVID. So now that when we open up again, we're gonna do more comedy. We've done comedy nights here, and we've had bands that come in, and we've had open sessions, sessions as they call them in Irish, and we have local traditional Irish musicians come in, and we have plays. We've done plays, so we're going to go back to that, and we're also going to incorporate technology and be able to give people their copies of their shows when they come out.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful spot for like a podcast studio. I've worked at several places, and I really like the setup that you have here as far as like setting up for a podcast show. Your spot is ideal.
Oh,
and
we love it.
I would love to, be a part of your machine and come down here and do some
we'd love to
podcast.
have
And
you got quite a setup yourself.
yeah, well, it's like it depends on how many hubcaps you can snatch. You can get all this stuff too. I mean, I am from the Bronx.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it's cool. I mean, but it's funny is, I've been a stand-up comic for like 35 years now, and work with a lot of great people. But when I moved out here and I hooked up with the John Lovitz Theater at Universal City Walk, right when Kevin Smith and Heidi and Frank were doing podcast shows, and they were packed.
Right.
And I was like, wow, a live stage podcast show, and then there's like another 2 million people listening to it. I'm like, this is the new me.
Yeah.
This is how I want to get down.
Yeah, it's a great medium. Podcast. There's so many ways to bring on cool acts, and also have an interview. It's like the Tonight Show kind of.
Yeah.
But it's being broadcast live right then and there.
Well, you get a chance to learn a little bit more about the comedians too. So you get a chance to develop a little bit more of a relationship, and you feel like you know them, and it makes you that much more connected to them. So when you go see them again, it's like you're a little bit more familiar. You can have a little bit more fun. You feel like you're one of the bros.
Yeah, and it's fun. I mean, you have to admit that it's a fun way to do things.
Sweet. So do you have a website as well that we can find?
We it's the irishimportshop.com, and shop is SHOP. Some people think it's SHOPPE, which is an old English way of spelling it. But
and what are some of the stuff that you sell here? I see you got books, but I see candy. I see like nuggets and tchotchkes. What's kind of the things that you have?
We're mostly a grocery store that sells gifts too. Mm-hmm. So we have all kinds of Cadbury, real Cadbury. It's surprisingly, after I took over the shop, I learned that there was like a big controversy between the Hershey, Nestle or is it Hershey? Anyway, the Cadbury is like the gold standard for chocolate. That's what came to mind, or that I learned since I've been here. So we have all kinds of Cadbury, real Cadbury imported from Ireland and England, and we have all the standards kind of stuff you'd see in a grocery store over in Ireland or in England. Yeah, it's a nice place for people to walk into that are from back home, as they say, and we sell all the sausages and breakfast. They call it a morning fry. That's what breakfast is called in Ireland, and we sell all the sausages and the bacon. It's a bacon. Have you ever had Irish bacon?
I have, and sausage.
Yeah,
it's good stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot different than what we sell here in the States.
Yeah, no, it's good. So, now that I know you are, I'm gonna stop in and pick me up some because I've traveled all over the world with my comedy, and I've worked a lot of cruise ships, and cruise ships has like an enormous amount of international cuisine.
Yeah.
And a lot of the different countries that are hired on the ship, they have their own little kitchens and cookeries underneath.
Wow.
And you can go down and you can get some of this like authentic food that you can't get anywhere.
Right.
Because they don't really want anything on the island or on the ship. So they basically, the ship gives them enough money for them to get their own stuff. They got their own little chef, and they can make all this really cool stuff.
Yeah, as the only Irish store, there's a lot of little English shops here in Los Angeles, but as the only Irish shop in California, we have people coming up from all different areas, and now we started to have people come in the middle of things and just get whatever.
Oh, that's funny. So I am excited to be a part of your machine. I'm excited to invite you into my ecosystem, and I can think we could be the chubby Crockett and Tubbs of Hollywood Vine Street. I'll be Crockett, you be Tubbs.
There you go.
Chubby Tubbs, chubby Crockett. Tom, thanks for being such a great host, and I'm looking forward to coming back and having more fun with you.
I'd love to see you again. I'd love to have you be part of the community we've built here.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. There you go. Tom MacNamare here at the Irish Import on Vine Street. Come down and get yourself some breakfast fries, which is some Italian sausage that is just like, I'm sure is amazing. I can't wait to get my teeth into some of those. You know where we are. Come back. We got a great show outside happening right now. If you go to Bill Devlin's Facebook page, you'll see the show happening live in real time. I'm the Pod Brother. You can catch me at podbrother.com, or you can catch me and all of my shows at podbrothernation.com. And if you want to see my sports podcast, go to The Penalty Game. And there you go. There's the phone that's saying it's time to go. So we'll see you guys. See you next time, guys.
Bye-bye. Thanks, man.
Yeah, man. That was fun.
All right, appreciate it.
Yeah, that was good, man. That was a lot of fun. Cut. All right, let's get Bill and some of the comics in here. How you doing, Herb? You hanging in there?
So far, so good.